The cameras caught it. One blurry flash, one split-second frame, and suddenly the entire internet stopped breathing. Remy Ma and Papoose standing side by side in New York City like the last few months of chaos never happened. No lawyers in sight, no tension in their posture, just quiet eye contact that said way more than any public statement ever could. After months of separation rumors, explosive live rants, alleged side relationships, and social media shade that had fans picking sides like it was a championship fight, they were together again. But this wasn't just a random run-dash-in. The timing is what has everyone spiraling because, just days before this sighting, Claressa Shields had posted what fans swore was proof that Papoose was with her. Gym footage, background voices, subtle flexes that felt like territorial claims. She was shutting down critics, calling everything slang.
My husband's like, you know what? You're really pretty. So I'm like, what? Typical Bronx chick, right? What? He like, nah, like, you need to work on your attitude. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean work on my attitude? He's like, your attitude blocks your beauty. He's like, when you're being mean and nasty and your attitude.
Slander. Acting UNBOTHERED. And then boom, he's back in New York, with his wife. Not hiding, not rushing. Walking like a man who knows exactly what he's doing within minutes. Twitter melted down, spinning the block. One viral post screamed, "Or was the breakup fake all along?" Another fan wrote, "Somebody's about to get embarrassed." And then the alleged leak started. A cryptic text screenshot. An audio clip that sounds suspiciously like Papoose saying he never stopped loving his wife. A studio source claiming there was a closed-door meeting before the cameras ever showed up. If even half of that is true, this isn't a reunion, it's a power move. And somebody in this triangle did not see it coming because when married history, public pride and private emotions collide like this, somebody always gets blindsided, and judging by the silence coming from one side right now, the storm hasn't even started yet. The footage wasn't supposed to surface. That's what makes this entire situation feel calculated, because insiders are now claiming that Remy Ma and Pap didn't just randomly run into each other. In New York, they had been in the same private studio for nearly 3 hours before anyone caught a glimpse of them leaving. 3 hours. No posts, no tags, no stories. Just closed doors and conversations nobody was meant to hear, but someone heard something. A production assistant who allegedly signed an NDA months ago jumped into a late-night Twitter space and dropped a bombshell before abruptly disconnecting. According to them, the energy inside that room was tense but familiar, not hostile.
None of it. All of that was fugazi. I come from a big family. Like, if you really follow me and you're not just around for the gossip, you see my daughter, you see my sisters, you see my mother, you see so many beautiful women in my life who love me to death. You know what I mean? Not only because I was there for them when they need me, I fought all their battles.
Not hostile, not cold, familiar, like two people who know each other too. Well, to pretend. And here's where it gets explosive. The assistant claimed there was a moment where Remy looked directly at Papoose and said, "You let the internet play with our name." Not yelled, not screamed, said it calmly. And that calm tone, that's what made the room go quiet, because calm Remy is more dangerous than angry Remy. Now let's talk about the timeline. Nobody wants to line up. Just 48 hours before the sighting, Claressa Shields posted gym footage with Papoose's voice clearly in the background. Fans clipped it instantly. His laugh, his tone unmistakable. She captioned it with a subtle but loud message. Locked in. No distractions. People took that as confirmation, as proof, as a stamp. But if he was with her, how was he suddenly back in New York in a private studio meeting with his wife days later? That's when the second alleged leak dropped. A screenshot of what looks like a group chat between industry insiders. One message reads, "Pap told her he needed to clean something up in NYC. She didn't know it meant Remy." Another line says, "This about to get ugly." No one has confirmed the authenticity of the screenshot, but it spread like wildfire anyway. And Claressa, she went quiet for almost 12 hours, which doesn't sound like much unless you've been watching this unfold. Because she had been posting consistently, defending, blocking, addressing lies, calling out fake narratives, and then silence. Meanwhile, Remy didn't say a word either, but she didn't need to because the paparazzi footage did the talking. The body language analysts on TikTok went to work immediately. He's angled toward her. She's not distancing herself. That's not co-parenting energy. The breakdown videos pulled millions of views in hours. Then came the alleged audio. Distorted clip sent anonymously to a celebrity blog. The voice allegedly Papoose, saying, "I never filed because I wasn't ready to end it. I just needed space from the noise." The blog posted it with a question mark. That was enough, because if he wasn't ready to end it, then what exactly has everyone else been fighting over? And this is where things twist. Another insider claims that during that private studio meeting, paperwork was mentioned. Divorce paperwork. Not finalized. Not signed. Just sitting, waiting, according to the source. Papoose allegedly said, "I didn't sign because once it's done, it's done." That line alone sent fans spiraling. Because what does that mean? Was he hesitating the entire time? Was this separation more emotional than legal? Was the public drama just smoke covering a marriage that was never fully extinguished? And let's not ignore the emotional angle. Remy recently reposted an old clip where she talked about how her husband compliments her, tells her to fix her attitude, but reminds her she's beautiful. The timing of that repost now feels surgical, strategic, almost like a reminder to the world and to certain people that history can't be erased by headlines. Meanwhile, Claressa returned online looking
nice. It's like a brick wall is removed and I can see all your beauty. Like, bruh, all you have to do is say I look cute today. Like, you didn't have to do all that. You didn't have to make this whole philosophy, okay? Just say I look cute this morning. Just say I'm glowing this morning, okay? I scrub my face, it's nice and shiny, it's clean. Just say that, alright?
Turned online looking visibly irritated, addressing clout chasers and women who pretend they're She didn't name Remy. She didn't need to. The comments were ruthless. Why he back with his wife? Flooded her live. You could see the frustration building. Then she said something that made everything worse. "I'm not competing with nobody. I'm chosen." Chosen. That word detonated. Because if you're chosen, why does it look like he's revisiting unfinished business? And here's the part nobody is saying out loud. Papoose hasn't publicly claimed anyone. Not fully, no hard launch, no official statement. Just appearances. Background voices, ambiguity. That ambiguity is what's fueling this wildfire. One entertainment blogger tweeted before deleting it, "There's a reason he never burned the bridge completely. Some bonds don't snap, they stretch." Stretch. That's exactly what this looks like. A bond stretched thin, pulled between public pride and private history, and according to yet another whisper circulating behind the scenes, there's footage from inside that studio that hasn't leaked yet. A security camera clip. No audio, just visuals. And allegedly at one point, Remy reaches for his hand. If that footage surfaces, it's over because handholding isn't co-parenting, it isn't business, it isn't closure, it's connection. And if there's still connection, then somebody has been operating under a completely different understanding of reality. The tension right now isn't just romantic, it's reputational, because whoever miscalculated this move is about to face the internet's full force. And the internet never forgets screenshots. Never forgets captions. Never forgets words like chosen. But here's the most chilling detail. As they were leaving the studio, one paparazzi photographer allegedly shouted, "Are y'all back together?" And instead of denying it, instead of ignoring it, instead of separating, Papoose reportedly smirked. Not laughed, not scoffed, smirked, and. Remy didn't flinch. No correction, no distance, just silence. And sometimes, silence is the loudest answer of all. Because now the question isn't whether they were spotted together, the question is what happened in those 3 hours behind closed doors. And who wasn't prepared for the outcome? And if the rumors about another private meeting this week are true, one that won't be in a studio, but somewhere far more personal, then this story isn't stabilized.
Just do it for the person that I'm with. I do this for my children. Like I've had to put hands on my daughter's boyfriends to protect them. I'm being honest. I'm a protector, bro, and a provider. So anything outside of that, it doesn't go with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's very impossible. My grandmother has 17 kids, man. So I got over 90 cousins, a very big family, and my family looked to me for those things. You know what I'm saying? As a provider and a supporter and all of that. So it's hard to put that on.
The story isn't stabilizing. It's escalating fast, and the next move, it might not be subtle by the next morning. The narrative had completely shifted, not because anyone confirmed anything, but because someone panicked. At 9:42 a.m., Claressa posted a black screen with white text that read, "Don't let people play in your face and call it love." No tags, no names, just that sentence. Within seconds, blogs grabbed it. Screenshots spread. The comment sections turned into war zones. Then she went live, and this wasn't the calm, controlled energy people were used to. This was rapid fire, jaw tight, eyes locked on the screen like she was reading something in real time. "I don't compete," she said. If somebody wanna spin blocks, spin it. I don't chase. Spin blocks. The internet gasped because she didn't deny anything. She didn't say the sighting was fake. She didn't say he explained it. She spoke like someone who had just been informed, not consulted. And that's when the third alleged leak detonated. A voice memo, sent anonymously to a gossip page, allegedly from someone inside Claressa's camp. The voice claims that Papoose told her the New York trip was strictly paperwork and business. But according to the source, when the paparazzi photos hit, there was a confrontation over FaceTime that ended with Claressa allegedly saying, "So I'm the only one that thought this was real." If that line is true, it changes everything, because now this isn't just about a marriage, it's about perception versus promise. And while Claressa was live defending her pride, Remy did something colder. She posted a photo, not of Papoose, not of a ring, just a mirror selfie. Soft glam. Caption: "Peace feels different when it's real." That was it. No hashtags, no explanations. The comments exploded anyway. Is that a flex? Girl, we see you. 3 hours in a studio for peace. Then came the most jaw-dropping twist yet. A well-known entertainment journalist tweeted, "Hearing there was a heated exchange in the studio, not romantic, territorial." That word territorial spread like gasoline on fire, because according to a second insider who chimed in anonymously, the closed-door meeting wasn't just about reconciliation, it was about boundaries. Allegedly, Remy confronted Papoose about allowing narratives to disrespect the marriage publicly. She reportedly said, "You can move how you want, but don't rewrite me in the process." Rewrite me? That doesn't sound like a woman who's done that. Sounds like a woman drawing a line. Meanwhile, Claressa's live took an even sharper turn. "I'm not a side anything," she snapped at one point. "I don't share." The comments started flying faster. "But is he divorced?" someone typed. Her expression shifted for half a second. Just long enough for blogs to clip it, because here's the truth nobody can ignore. There is still no finalized divorce decree, no stamped confirmation, just words, appearances, interpretations. And in situations like this, paperwork speaks louder than Instagram captions then, as if the universe wanted maximum chaos. An old interview resurfaced where Papoose once said,
As a partner, I had to learn to not be so overprotective and allow her to go out there and do her thing and just support her decision. Like I said, sometimes when you love a person, you're always constantly giving advice, trying to stop them from doing things. But she told me to just stand back and just support my decision and what I want to do. It might not align with yours, but I got this.
Papoose once said, "I'm loyal to the soil. I don't abandon what I built." That clip started trending. Millions of views. The caption read, "So what exactly is being abandoned?" The pressure mounted. By evening, a rumor began circulating that there's footage from inside the studio showing not a fight, but a breakdown. Allegedly, at one point, voices were raised, not screaming. Emotional, the insider claims. Papoose said, "I never wanted this public." And Remy responded, "Then why let it become that? If that exchange happened, this wasn't romance, it was reckoning." And here's where the plot thickens beyond repair. A blogger with direct industry ties hinted that lawyers have been re-engaged, not necessarily to finalize a divorce, but to revisit terms. Nobody knows what that means yet. Custody, assets, public image agreements, or reconciliation conditions. Because let's be clear, people don't hold 3-hour private meetings for nostalgia. They hold them for decisions, and somebody is about to make one. Late last night, Claressa tweeted again, "I refuse to look stupid for anybody." Then deleted it 6 minutes later. But 6 minutes is forever online. Screenshots are eternal. Fans are now dissecting everything. Her tone, Remy's silence, Papoose's smirk, the lack of clarity, and through all of this, Papoose himself has said almost nothing. That silence is deafening, because in every love triangle that plays out publicly, the loudest voices are usually the ones trying to secure their position. The quiet one, that's the one calculating. Some believe he's torn, some believe he's strategic, some believe he's letting the women fight while he decides which narrative benefits him most. But here's the most chilling rumor yet: an insider claims there's one more meeting scheduled. Not at a studio, not in public, somewhere private. No assistants, no producers. Just the three of them. If that happens, if they sit in the same room, this entire saga explodes because pride doesn't survive. Face-to-face truth, and someone will have to hear words they weren't prepared for. Was this reunion a rekindling? A closure talk? Or a power move designed to remind the world who was there first? Right now, all three are moving like chess. Pieces, strategic, controlled, careful. But emotions don't stay controlled forever. especially when the internet is refreshing every 10 seconds waiting for a crack in the armor, and the biggest crack, it might come from the person who has remained the calmest, because Remy's silence feels intentional. Claresse's energy feels reactive, and Papoose, he's standing in the middle of a storm he helped create. The only question now is who walks away with dignity and tact, and who ends up being the lesson in someone else's story. Because if that final private meeting happens, there won't be any more smirks. There won't be cryptic captions. There won't be spin the block subtweets. There will only be truth. And when that truth hits the timeline, somebody's entire narrative is going to collapse in real time. And now you see why this isn't just another messy headline. This is pride, history, ego, and unfinished love colliding in public. And we are watching it unfold in real time. One studio meeting, one smirk, one deleted tweet. That's all it took to flip the entire narrative upside down. But here's the scary part. This story is not finished, not even close. If those private meetings are really happening behind the scenes, if those leaked messages are even half true, then the next update isn't going to be subtle. It's going to be explosive. And trust me, when that final decision drops, when somebody finally speaks clearly instead of cryptically, the internet is going to lose its mind. So I need you locked in. Drop your honest opinion in the comments. Right now, is this a real reconciliation, a calculated power move, or is somebody about to get blindsided in the worst way? Don't just watch from the sidelines. Speak on it. Hit like if you think there's way more happening behind closed doors than we're being told. And subscribe immediately, because the second another leak, receipt, or live meltdown hits, you already know we're breaking it down. No delays. No sugarcoating. You do not want to be the last one catching up when this finally explodes. Stay ready. Stay ready.